Talk to him.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Whether the winters were left in the cold. Classic.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Fighting out of the southpaw stance. Standing at 6'2", 190 pounds. I give you, boy, I'm made different. I work too hard. Ain't no way I ain't getting paid different. This from the dirt, this from the mud. You ain't slave with me. This was strictly for my homies that was brave with me.
Yeah.
Looking at you side eye if you ain't with real life.
333, what up, chat? Early. Yeah.
And if they start to stand on 9, that's where it end with me. It can end quickly. In the way I level up, I make them spin differently. I should start a foundation. They be make a wish in me. I got these hoes in the fringe. They can't seem to get to me. Babe, I done mastered discipline. It take more than booty cheeks. Need a little more conversation, cause I still be trying to see. I be listening with my eyes. Yeah, I still be trying to see. I be moving like the prize. You can't find another me. Let's get focused. Want the fruit.
Let's get focused, yo. It's Classic with the classic codes, and we the best daytime live show on all streaming platforms. Here with another great live show for y'all today.
Classic.
Yes, Lord. Right now, we are currently streaming live on Classic Code Sports. We are streaming live on that's on YouTube. We are streaming live on The Classic Codes on YouTube, Twitch, and Rumble. All The Classic Codes, as well as Classic Code Sports on YouTube. So shout out to being in 4 places at once.
Classic.
I'm a spirit. Yeah. So shout out to the chat 333 early, man. Shout out to the dog Souls of Thought. Shout out to everybody that's here, man, and shout out to everybody that's sliding through. We know the chat gonna slide through. It's the best chat on all streaming platforms. Chat 333.
Classic.
Yeah, I feel good today, man. I'm in a relaxed mood, so hopefully none of this that we dealing with soft rain in the building. What's going on? Yes, Lord. We got big announcements. So today we got a cool agenda for the show today. But before we discuss that, today we have the second episode of the Queen Codes. Yes, Lord. We have our second episode of the Queen Codes tonight at 7:15 p.m. Central Time. So 8:15 Eastern. Y'all could do the rest. 7:15 Central, 8:15 Eastern p.m. this evening with the ladies that you see here. We got the Queen Code panel. It's going to be the second one. I got a dope lineup of reactions, questions, and things like that. I think I'm going to challenge a little bit more tonight, but still stay hands off and let the ladies have the floor for sure. So looking forward to that. But in addition to that, for the show today, we got a little bit of sports talk, and then we moving into a reaction video, question of the day, a TikTok reaction. Shout out to everybody filing in. Make sure y'all lean heavy on that like button. It's totally free today. Make sure y'all heavy on that like button, 333 to everybody that's in the chat. It's all love. Whatever platform you from, we appreciate you. We got a reaction video. We got a question of the day. We got a TikTok reaction, and then we got a code language conversation. So we got a full slate today, and we're not going to waste too much time. Make sure y'all hitting the like button, the notifications, and subscribe if you haven't already. Do all the free stuff. The super chats are open for those who trying to spend that bread. Amen. But we starting off with sports today. We're going to be sliding over to my favorite sports father, top 3 sports father in the game, Bill Haney. We sliding over to see what he said about the Devin Haney fight coming up with Brian Norman Jr. And you know what it is. It's the Classic Code Sports. Let's get into it.
Here you go. Talk to him.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Whether the winters were left in the cold.
All right, so we are here on YSM Sports Media. Shout out to YSM. They have great content. I go to them for a lot of like dope short interviews that give you, some good boxing minds, takes on different fights that are coming up and things like that. But they had an opportunity to interview Bill Haney for a few minutes here. And he's talking about Devin Haney's fight coming up against Brian Norman Jr. and let's see what Bill has to say. Like I said, he's my favorite sports dad right now. Number one, top two, not two. Let's go.
All right, you guys, Tillman Sports and Entertainment, live from Stockton, California. Got a special guest, Bill. What's going on?
That don't mean that we not in the town. We in Stockton because we got family in Stockton, and we come to have us some Chinese food at a secret location, and he'll let you know after we leave.
All right,
Bill the fool, man. Pure comedy, man. Pure comedy. One of the best talkers in boxing in today's time, for sure. Let's go.
So Bill, so what's the latest going on with Devin versus Brian Norman Jr.?
It's on, man. It's on like popcorn. You know what I mean? November the 22nd in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. I mean, listen, you see my social media, the checklist, I mean, is complete. You know what I mean? Everything is on the line in terms for us. It's 3 divisions. Two tremendously talented, undefeated fighters will step in the ring, and somebody's has to go.
Yeah. So don't ever forget, Devin Haney is still undefeated on paper. Shout out to Cortez in the chat 333, my brother, chat 333 filing in. I knew y'all was coming.
Classic.
Yes, sir. But yeah, just in case y'all forgot, Devin Haney is still undefeated on paper. Yes, he did suffer a defeat to Steroid Garcia, but that was washed away from his record due to the fact that the man was positive for performance enhancing drugs. And so he is still undefeated on paper. Brian Norman Jr. is also an undefeated fighter against absolutely nobody. He is unproven, but he is a talented guy. And if nothing else, he is a strong puncher. And so that's his real chance in the fight. He says he's going to show us all that he's more than just a puncher, and they'll get to see skills from him. I doubt it. And so he has a puncher's chance. If he doesn't catch Devin with anything and knock him out like he said he's going to do, if he can't achieve that, he'll lose on points for sure. I'm sure Bill is going to get to that here. I haven't watched this in its entirety. But yeah, man, that's Bill in a nutshell saying, yeah, the fight is on, man. Ain't nobody ducking it. Devin is notoriously on the no duck list. I have a no duck list. There's only a few fighters on it. Most people are actually proven on paper, publicly found to be ducks. Devin Haney is not one of them. He hasn't ducked any smoke with anybody. And so when Bill say it's on, I'm not surprised. Let's go.
All right, Bill. Devin is moving up once again to another weight class to conquer another weight class. Are you going for undisputed at 147? It looked like basically, if you get through Brian Norman Jr., it looked like 147 is there for the taking. Is that the game plan to become undisputed at 147?
Well, I mean, Brian Norman is is the strongest, hardest puncher at 147, so they say. Right now you can't look at anything past him. That's a great opportunity for Devin to show who Devin Haney is. And then on November the 22nd, that's what he'll do. But we can't look past that. We're not looking at no other accolades other than, a future 3-division champion, because that's what's on the line right now, inshallah.
Bill, what advantages you see that could help you prosper in this fight, prevail against a hard puncher such as Brian Norman Jr.? What weaknesses that you see that you and Devin are looking at that you can exploit?
Well, before Bill answers that, we already know their heads are on straight. We understand that, right? You hear the amount of respect that they just gave to Brian Norman Jr.'s punching power and his physicality in the sport of boxing. And so we understand that they're going to approach this thing with a sharp mind and not trying to go in there and have an ego fight. So you can already see it's trending upwards. Cortez said, this is a real big fight. He needs to knock out Haney to win. Yeah, he's not going to do it. But I think he'll have moments, though. Don't get it twisted. As you watch, these two grown men who've trained, for upwards of 2 months to fight each other, as you watch them engage in, combat, understand that, Brian will have his moments. We're not going to watch 36 minutes of Devin just doing a song and dance and not being touched whatsoever by the guy. He'll have his moments. I don't think Devin is planning on getting into a fight with this man and not getting hit at all, not once. I don't think he's planning for that. right? I mean, they're gonna fight. So yeah, man, he does have to catch Devin. He's not gonna be with Devin's footwork and his jab and his ability to dictate the terms inside of the ring. Brian will be trying to find him for a while, and then when he goes to step on the gas, Devin has a few different tools he can go to neutralize him trying to increase his output. And then on top of that, Devin doesn't get tired at all. So if Brian Norman Jr. fades in any way, he might start getting punched on a little bit down the stretch. But we'll see. We'll do another video and break that down further. Let's go. Let's see what Bill's talking about.
I mean, don't get hit. You know, that's the whole thing. You know, and that's what makes the thing even exceptional. And in 12 rounds, you know, Brian Norman, you know, he can get you out of there with one punch. I mean, throughout the whole 12 rounds, he has dynamite in both hands. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's what separates, you know, true boxing from slugging, brawling, or anything else, any other descriptive. When you can get in there and you can neutralize your opponent and not get hit with one of those big shots that we know Mr. Norman is bringing with him on that night. But, you know, it'll be our job for him to leave it in the trunk.
Shout out to YSM Sports. Shout out to Bill Haney. He said it'll be our job to, you know, make sure he leaves it in the trunk. Yeah. All the weapons of mass destruction Brian Norman got over there, you got to be able to land, buddy. You got to be able to land something significant. And you got to hope when you do that Devin don't just take a good shot. A lot of people talk like Devin Haney got knocked out against Ryan Garcia. He did not. That fight went 12 rounds, and it was relatively close on the cards. I think a lot of people forgot that reality because they were too busy basking in their opportunity to say they were right about being a hater. But aside from that, I mean, that fight was close. Even with the knockdowns, the fight was close. And yeah, I think a lot of people forget that. But that fight wasn't a knockout. Devin Haney's never been knocked out, which proves that he's very durable. He can take a punch. And now he's fighting at 147 pounds. He has to dehydrate himself a lot less. Cortez said here, conditioning. He has to dehydrate himself a lot less to make weight. He can keep a lot more fluid on his brain, and that's going to ultimately increase his punch resistance. So as the thought said, I think Norman has a shot until round 6. Yeah, it'll have to. I'll put it like this. He may not have to win it inside of 6, but he may have to cause damage that creates a change in the game plan of Devin Haney inside of 6. Absolutely. He needs to catch him with something significant, maybe drop Devin. Devin gets up and has to fight from behind on a knockdown. And Norman's, you know, now his confidence is up. He's got a second win. His adrenaline's going. You know, at that point, I think you got a pretty even fight down the stretch if something like that happens. But honestly, I see Brian Norman winning probably like 3 rounds. I think he'll start turning. I think in the first round, Devin going to come out, neutralize. Brian going to do a little something, but not much. I think in the second round, Devin will do more of the same. Brian will try to find spots. Devin will see what Brian wants to do offensively. In the third round, they'll start fighting. In the fourth or fifth, I think that's when Brian going to try to step on the gas. I think that's when Brian Norman Jr. going to try to step on the gas. And I think that's when he going to find out that he in over his head a little bit skill-wise. We haven't seen Brian Norman Jr. have to set up any of this power that he has against a mastermind in there. Devin he's a high IQ fighter. I think people don't know about Devin Haney's journey. What up, Uncle Plug? Shout out 333. What's going on with it? Yes, Lord. Chat 333 in the building.
Classic.
But yeah, I think people don't know Devin's journey. He didn't only just train with the Mayweathers. His dad took him all over the country to all of the best gyms to spar the best people in the nation. Oh yeah. Throw me up on the big screen, Plug. You know what we doing. You got about an hour and a half of this work coming. Yes, sir.
Classic.
Yes, sir. What you say, boy? My dog from Florida, boy. Tampa Bay looking all right, dog. I see him. But yeah, so yeah, I think that people don't know a lot about Devin's story, but man, he spent time with the Mayweathers. He spent time, you know, he spent time with he still trains with Nate Jones, who is one of Floyd's trainers, is always in Floyd's corner. He picked him up, added him to his camp. He's worked with people from overseas. They work with all different types of people. Shane Mosley was in his last camp. Like, Devin takes a lot from a lot of different greats and adds it into his game. He's very weaponized. People like, oh, well, he's devoid of one punch knockout power. Newsflash, most boxers are. That's why we make a big deal when somebody has it. When Deontay Wilder just was sleeping people, it was a big deal because most boxers don't have one punch knockout power. There's fighters with power that you just don't want to take, you know, for the full fight, right? Like you get hit with something clean in like the second round and you like, okay, you know, I don't need to get hit with 6 or 7 of these in any round. I need, you know, 1 or 2, you know, I'm bite down on my mouth guard. I came to fight, but you know, 6 or 7 of these, I might have to take a knee. Oh, we got a super chat. Shout out to Uncle Plug. He ain't even say nothing. He you know what it
Classic.
is. Yes, sir. Shout out to Uncle Plug in the super chat. Gratitude, brother. Yes, sir. But yeah, so I think it's gonna be a good fight. I think the fight looks better on paper than it may actually turn out to be. If anybody that's a casual boxing fan is expecting to see a slugfest, that's not going to be in Devin Haney's best interest. You're going to see Devin using movement, not running, just using movement and angles to set up his shots when he wants to be offensive. And when he wants to be defensive, you're going to see him either clinching, moving, or jabbing and feinting to keep Norman's hands at home when he wants to. Well, I don't even want to say take a break because Devin don't get tired. He said, you know what it is already. You already
Classic.
know. But yeah, you'll see a lot of that. You'll see a lot of IQ being displayed by Devin, and you'll see a lot of Brian Norman trying to cut off the ring. And with the movement of Devin, he won't be able to sit down and set up any of the super hard shots because Devin will be an elusive target for him, and that's where he's gonna have an issue. If he can't let off his power shots, being Brian Norman Jr., if he can't get those power shots off on a moving target, he's going to have a hard time landing something significant. I think it would be in his best interest to go into the fight actually trying to just win the fight. And if a knockout come, it come. I think Brian Norman Jr. should actually go try to win the fight. Like, you can't outbox Devin, but he should try. With his power in hand, he should still be trying to like move and box and deploy his jab, deploy his, you know, body jab and set up a real attack behind some boxing. I think he should actually attempt to win rounds. If he just going in there looking for one, by the time he look up, he going to be down, you know, 7 rounds, 8 rounds, and he ain't going to have number 2, 3 left. You see what I'm saying? So I think that's the situation. Uncle Plug going crazy. He must know about his boxing. He said didn't like him in that Garcia fight at all. Yeah, I think it was just a wrong game plan. But you know, Uncle Plug is crazy. Even with the wrong game plan, that fight was still close. Everybody forget that. I was just talking about that before you came into the chat, how that fight was close. On the cards, it was close. Even with the knockdowns, because Devin won damn near all the rounds where he didn't get dropped. So the score actually ended up being close. I thought the shit could have been a draw, to be honest with you. Looking for a better performance this time. Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. Regardless of how it go, Devin Haney is what we want out of boxers, and that's why I really have reverence for him and his father and how they move in the sport. He said, you think Devin has power for a knockout? Nah, I don't even think he planning on trying to knock him out. But fighting at 147 pounds for the first time and not having to dehydrate himself, some people do get a little extra pop on their shots, especially with the extra weight. He starts sitting on his shots a little more. He could, but I don't even think it's in his best interest to be on that. I think he should just hit and don't get hit. Uncle Plug said he did win most of the rounds. Yeah, most people forget that. And they talk like the fight ended in a knockout, but it didn't. It most definitely went to the cards. So like the Garcia performance wasn't his, you know, it's probably the worst performance of his career, you know, thus far. But all in all, it wasn't like, you know, completely trash. And I know that's not what you're saying, but it definitely, you know, he showed himself to be tough. He showed himself to be durable. He showed himself to have heart, you know, he showed himself to have a chin. You know, a lot of them shots Garcia hit him with, other people, they'd have been donezo, finito, done. And that speaks to Devin's conditioning, his work ethic, his training, and just his will. So, yeah, man, I think we in for a hell of a fight. But shout out to Bill Haney again and YSM Sports again. And that's our sports take for today on the Classic Code Sports, man. Thank y'all for rocking with me, man. 333 if y'all ready to get into this reaction video. Dump them threes in the chat.
Classic.
All right, so for today's reaction video, we actually sliding over to Anton Daniels After Hours, and they're actually discussing a topic saying that a certain woman is too expensive to date. So this would be interesting to see. I didn't watch this in real time, so I'll be doing an authentic reaction with y'all. Be doing a completely authentic. Let me see. I got so many windows up, chat. I got stuff up for the I got stuff up for the Queen codes already. Yeah, don't forget tonight we streaming the Queen codes live at 7:15 Central Standard Time. Please don't forget it. Hold on, let me find the chat. Could have swore I had this pulled up already. Am I tweaking? Hold on, chat. All right, here we go. All right. All right, I found the chat. My bad for the delay. Too many screens open. All right, let's get it. So this topic is called they're talking about a woman being too expensive to date. I guess Anton gonna introduce the topic and we'll see what the panel have to say, and I'll pause and play and chime in. Let's get it.
Kim's expensive, people in the chat that are listening and that are having our carnal.
Oh, we already know that.
And she's been expensive since I've known her since day one, and she's maintained that herself. So a dude that she brings into.
I don't know what that even means, though, bro. What does that mean?
Like, nigga, I like nice things. So if you can't afford the nice things that I can afford myself, fuck off.
But why? No, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
Okay.
No, listen,
Red bottoms, Birkins.
Let me explain what I mean.
You ain't the one trying to find
what I say. Here's a question that I have. All right, how come if a woman, and I'm not even necessarily putting this on Kim, but you introduced the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
How come if a woman can afford a specific thing, that now requires for that guy to do that specific thing? Why she can't keep doing whatever it was that she was doing? And then
okay, and I have an answer to that question. I want to go to Japan tomorrow because I go to Japan by my fucking self. You coming too? Nah, nigga, I gotta wait till payday because I'm broke. You just leave your nigga at the house.
Go to Japan.
And I
by
would.
yourself and leave.
But here's the thing. I would up and go to Japan tomorrow. But what I know is men that cannot do what you do will try to humble you. And so it'll be like, well, I don't even know why you're going to Japan. There's nothing over there anyway. Well, and then they start saying, well, big money this and big money that. And like, nobody.
Well, here's the thing.
Okay, so she's describing a certain type of man. That speaks to a level of insecurity, right? If a woman can afford some things for herself that you necessarily can't afford to buy her, and she treats herself a certain way in your presence, and somehow your ego is, brushed the wrong direction by it, then yeah, I think it does show up a little bit in your speech patterns and some of the phrases that you say. It can. And then some people might genuinely be joking, but I don't know. She has a case though in regards to a particular type of man, but in that case, that shouldn't be the type of dude that she dealing with. But let's continue though.
Means that, listen, why don't we plan more effectively then? If you want me to come with you, let's plan for it. I don't think that has to be a situation where it's like, well, if you can't do for me what I can't do for myself type shit. I think that that's more or less like, yo, this is a lifestyle that you live, because it may be some stuff that and I don't even think it's always financial.
Not.
No, I'm saying for you, Diddy.
You're
like,
being disingenuous, contrarian, like
who, me?
I'm
as
rocking.
No, I agree. I think I made a point like that before. I was saying that like if a woman, let's say a woman makes $200,000 a year, this is obviously we know the numbers already. We know the percentages of that. But let's say this is one of the women that makes $200,000 a year, and let's say she dates a man that makes $80,000, and maybe he lives right around his means, not super below, but not really above, somewhere in the middle. And let's say this dude's got like he's slightly house broke. Let's say he got a nice ass crib. And so a lot of his resources go into the maintenance and keeping up of his nice ass crib. That's where he puts a lot of his income aside from other things, right? I'm just painting a picture, right? And this woman, she makes double what he make in that. But so she has the type of resources where she could say, all right, it's Tuesday, shit. Friday, I'm trying to up and just go to Japan. I think it's practical to be like, if you want him to come with you, to just understand, like, it's one or two things. Because this dude could be perfectly fine in all areas. He's not even making bad money for himself, right? But you just doing a little bit better in life type shit. If you want to be able to up and go to Japan, either A, you just cover that shit and bring him along the same way he would do if he had up and go to Japan money for y'all, emphasis on y'all, right? If he had that, he would just pay for both of y'all. So you could do that. Or you just plan it. Say, hey, I want to go to Japan. You know, you be able to put something to the side. Can we go in a couple months? I don't think nothing wrong with that. I think that's practical. You know what I'm saying? But it's almost like the women like, oh, if I could up and do it just tomorrow and you can't up and do it tomorrow, you're not qualified for me as a human being. I think people disqualify themselves from a lot of good people with some of this rhetoric. Let's continue though.
Like, wait, let's be clear. I am one of the most generous people in that y'all have ever seen.
Well, I know you're.
What you mean, Souls? What you mean? He said totally different speech from Anton, though, from yesterday. Yeah, whole different personality type. You talking about just the way he approaching it? He a lot more practical, sensible in this conversation. Yesterday, he was barking like the pit bull in the yard. Yeah. Got multiple personality. Hey, he know what he doing, man. This entertainment too now. He know what he doing.
Talking about your generosity.
So I'm not discounting what you said. What I asked, I just asked a question. I didn't say you was wrong. I didn't say you was right. I just asked a question, and my question is, why does that have to prevent the connection between people? Is it always a money situation? Is what I'm saying.
We're going to talk about that tonight on the Queen Codes. I got some questions for they ass. Uncle Plug said she should always want to chip in. That's selfishness if she doesn't, my boy. Yeah, I am definitely team skin in the game. I'm with you, Unc. I'm definitely pro put some skin in the game. Even if I can't afford the whole thing, I'm talking about just an example. Okay, boom. I'm gonna take us on vacation. You like, all right, well, I already paid for the transportation for us to get to and from the airport here on this side. And when we get to where we going, I already took care of our transportation. It's done. So we don't even got to worry about that. Contribution. Some skin in the game. Put some skin in the game. Yeah. It's just when a woman just allow her man to pay for every single thing like she's his daughter and not his woman, when she allow that type of shit, it's almost like you tell her you love her and she don't never say it back. It feels just like Classic. That. I'm with you, Unc. I'm with you. Cortez said yesterday he said it was. Yeah. That's what Souls just said, Cortez. That's what Souls just said. Yeah. Double talking. That's actually the code language today is double talking. We're going to get to it. Uncle Plug said Anton has to speak to the demographic, not just his tax bracket. Yeah. Well, see, that's the thing. Yeah. No, you right. I think he should do a bit of both. Because I think a lot of people that follow him, they are in that upper tax bracket, but then there's so many just, middle class or upper middle class or low income people that follow him too. So you got to be definitely, if he always talks about keeping it broad, I think he could do a better job of broadening his conversation when it comes to finance for sure. Uncle Plug said, Team We. Yeah. Say it again, Unc. Classic. Come on, say it again, Unc. Team We. Huh? We ain't gonna punch down. It's the Queen's Code Tuesday. We got the ladies talking tonight. We ain't gonna punch down. Let's see what else they talking about though. Shout out to the chat, man.
Like,
yes,
if she was doing good by herself, money. Because I don't always believe that just because she was able to do this for herself, that means that I gotta fucking adjust my life in order to accommodate.
Well, you don't.
You gotta let me finish.
You don't.
When two people come together, it's supposed to be two is better than one. It's not supposed to be, okay, now we got to draw from the other one in order to make sure that the other one is happy. It's not supposed to be a draining of energy. It's supposed to be, you doing really well. I'm doing straight. How can we do even better? And what does that look like? I don't always believe that just because a woman is able to do something for herself, that means I have to be in a fucking bind in order to try to prove myself to that person. I don't understand that mindset.
That's my point.
No, yeah, y'all right. Y'all right. He literally said the exact opposite shit yesterday.
Classic.
Yesterday, if you can't afford her, step your money up, nigga. That's what he was popping yesterday. Today, he like, I don't get it. Like, we should be a team. Hey, that boy good,
Classic.
man. Go ahead, get that YouTube bag, champ. I ain't mad at you, champ. Get that bag. Souls of Thought said, I can't relate sometimes. I forget I have a wallet on the slopes. We have a snowboarder. I got to make that a sound bite. We have a snowboarder. You know, souls like them white women. That's all right. Do your thing. Do your thing. Yelling. He dying laughing. Yeah. Sugar Mama Chronicles. Yeah. Hey, hold on now. Hold on now. I definitely have received some nice gifts. Shout out to those women. Cortez Branch said yesterday he was talking about giving it out for the cause. Right.
Classic.
Hey, that boy double talk. Hey, I was trying not to. This shit's so obvious. It's like night and day. Damn, that's crazy. How you could just jump on both sides of the fence like that. What you say, Souls? Talking out of each side of the neck. That shit crazy.
Though you shouldn't be in a bind. I would not align myself with somebody who's going to be in a bind to keep up with me, so to speak, right? I've always said from the beginning, a good woman makes a good man great. So I'm not above pouring into my man and bringing him where I am. However, I do understand that there are certain things that will cause a man to want to humble you. I'm not in the space where you're not going to humble me. If I want to go to Japan tomorrow, I'm going. I'm not going to be listening to, well, you shouldn't do this and you shouldn't do that and so on and so forth, right? Now, can we save for it? Absolutely. If you want to go to Japan 2 years from now, cool, let's go. However, I'm still going tomorrow. Not everybody.
Yeah, but see, this the thing, y'all. She's a flight attendant. So she talking about flying to Japan for free. She not talking about flying to Japan tomorrow because she having shit. She talking about the perks of her job. No cap. Like, so it's not a situation where this is a rich woman talking. And I'm not counting her pockets, but to my understanding, she's a flight attendant. So whatever they make, that's what she make. I don't, somebody tell me what the average, where my data person at? Soft Rain, where you at? How much flight attendants make on average? What they get? Let's count her pockets. Since she talking about flying to Japan and shit, don't flex on us, chat. We just trying to do a reaction video. She flexing on us,
Classic.
chat? Are we making an attempt to humble her? I'm just pointing that out. I'm not even hating. I'm just pointing that out. Like, it be the details, y'all. Like, she talking about flying to Japan tomorrow because she fly for free. Jay Zilla said, that's how I know the answer to money is more money. That's how I know there's volumes and levels to this gratitude blast. Ha, ha, ha. The response to I love you is thank you. Ha, ha, ha. Yeah, that's crazy. That's what that feel like. When your woman let you pay for everything all the time and she don't chip in, that's like you always saying you love her and she don't never say it back. Cortez said, exactly. I'm glad you said it. Souls of Thought said, Kimmy is just a flight attendant. That's not a lot. I know a lot of attendants. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what, yeah. Cortez said a lot of them have a lot of perks. What you owe? Don't do Kimmy like that, folks. Soft Rain said, hold on, please. Be right back. Take your time. Souls of Thought said, per trips. Yeah. He said 67K a year. That's decent bread. Soft Rain came through with the numbers nationwide, somewhere between 32,000 and 78,000. That's a broad scope. So it depends on what airline she with, how long she been doing it, this, that, and the third. It depends on all type of shit. That's a big window. 32,000. You talking about getting a job with some upward mobility. Hello.
Classic.
Yeah. Thank you for the information, chat. I got one of the wisest chats. Matter of fact, the wisest chat on all streaming platforms. But let's see what else they talking about. I just wanted to add that in there so y'all know. Because sometimes women be on the internet talking like they make 300,000. It's like, you don't make 300,000. You just, You got some cool amenities with your job and shit, and that's dope. But like, call it for what it is. Don't make it seem like something is not. That's manipulation.
I don't see that as a problem. I don't think that people should have to adjust their lifestyle. And again, us being together, and I'm speaking figuratively, just to, you know what I'm saying, kind of bring the conversation full circle. Us being together doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be some kind of deficit just because we get together, because one of the people lives a certain type of lifestyle. Like, I'm a heavy advocate, for example. I'll give you an example. Let's say hypothetically that it's the opposite, of course, because in most situations, it's the man that's doing better than the woman, right? And let's say, for example, the woman has a job, and she has a job that she likes, and she has a basic lifestyle that she can sustain, and she's not rich by any means, and she's not living extravagant. She can get a nice thing here or there, but she's just a regular girl from a financial perspective, right? And I love her, and she loves me, but I'm exceptional when it comes to finances, right? Now, I'm going to get with her, but that don't necessarily mean that I'm telling her to quit her job just because she's getting with a rich nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want her to have a sense of purpose. I want her to have a sense of independence. It doesn't mean that when you with me or when we together that we can't live this exceptional lifestyle, but I'm not there to subsidize you. I'm there because I like you. I'm there because I love you. I know that you're going to benefit from the fact that I am doing well financially, and it's going to be some exchanging that you do for me, probably, in value that you add into my life that may not even be financial. But
Listen, I'm saying this part for souls of thought. Is my audio still good, chat? Hey, I'm saying this part for souls of thought because he gonna get what I mean. Anybody else that get it. The non-verbals on this show are so telling. The non-verbals be crazy. But what y'all talk about, chat? Uncle Plug says she ain't eating like that. Yeah, I mean, flight attendants make a decent living. They do. You know what I'm saying? They do. But they, you know, it's just decent though. Decent is the right word. I'm with you. She's an addition, not a standalone. Damn, what you on? What you on? Souls of Thought said, and it's Southwest she on. Oh, she on Southwest? I heard they got good benefits though. I heard they got, hey, listen. I'm gonna be real with y'all real quick. This is a tangent. But for those of us that are entrepreneurial, y'all know what that consists of. That's hard work. Working for the man is hard too. But listen, the worst place to be is if you're not entrepreneurial and you work for somebody, but you don't work for like a reputable company or a company with a great benefits plan. If you gotta have a job, if you gotta punch somebody's clock, punch a clock with good benefits. I don't give a fuck what people say about you. If it's the post office, it's the post office. Them niggas got great benefits. If it's get you a job with some solid ass some of these jobs, the perks is worth it. I'm just being real. That's one thing. Like early in my career-based work, like when I stopped working jobs and start having careers and shit, early in my career-based work, that's one thing. Being like in my early 20s, you didn't take advantage of like all the benefits, like this big ass website with this long ass list of benefits that you get just for being with the company and shit. Ain't nothing like working for a good ass company. Ain't nothing like that. Southwest, I heard they got some solid ass benefits. That's why her ass talking about shooting to Japan on a whim. Uncle Plug said with the living arrangements and the car insurance is murder. Damn. You talking about working with Southwest? What you mean? Let me see what y'all talking about, chat. Hold on. We got to crack this code. Soft Rain said benefits matter. Yeah, benefits matter. If you got to punch somebody clock, punch a clock with some good benefits. Cortez Branch said, I know some flight attendants. Most do not have savings, but they do travel a lot. That's unfortunate. But that comes down to information and application of information, right? That just comes, money management. But that's a big issue in America because guess what? They don't teach it in public school. It's not a part of the public school curriculum in most places. So if they don't teach financial literacy, where do you acquire it? Where do you get it from? You just have to grow up. Hopefully you got it from your parents. If you didn't get it from your parents because they didn't have good literacy, maybe they was check to check, then, it's just generation to generation. Yeah. We're in the age of information now, though. That shit over with. We'll ask Chat GPT before we fuck some more bread up. You understand me? Uncle Plug said, nah, in general. He said, I'm learning that because I'm a veteran and entrepreneur. I agree. Yeah. Yep. Benefits mean everything. He said where she lives and how, what car and city. Yeah. If you a flight attendant and you moving and grooving like that, I wouldn't even own a car. it's probably gonna cost you more than it's worth. Souls of Thought said, I can't relate. LOL. I'm government retired. Yeah, I mean you got great benefits, or you got decent benefits. You got benefits though. What y'all get? Lifetime insurance. Your kids get free school. What else you got? What else you got? You got some benefits now, souls. Cortez said, yes, sir. Yeah. The military boys, them boys that did that 20, they got some benefits now. Let's go.
Don't mean that you can quit your fucking job just because you got with me. And so you gonna still live whatever the life that you live, but we together because I like you. We not together because you trying to come up off me. And if I sense in any sense of the word that you're trying to come up off me, or you gotta feel like you gotta change just because I got finances, then that means that we shouldn't be together, because your expectations of what a relationship is completely different than what my expectations of a relationship is. Don't quit your fucking job. Don't quit your job fucking with me.
That's what
you're gonna be looking stupid as hell talking about, oh, I quit my job because I thought that you just wanted me. No, you're gonna be that's gonna be a problem. And again, it's not because I'm not generous. It's not because I'm not generous. It'll be because you still need to have a sense of purpose, and you was happy doing what you was doing before I came into the situation. So now, why is it that has to change? And that's why I'm saying it with Kim. It's like, okay, so she lived this lifestyle. She got this type of whatever she got going on. Why does that have to? Why is a guy disqualified because he loves her? If he's a productive human being, if he's doing okay for himself, does he now does he have to be required to feel a sense of pressure just to be able to rock with her if he's not insecure about the fact that she can do these things for herself because she was doing it before he came into the picture?
It's just a good ass question that nobody has a practical answer to. If a dude making 70, if he touching 70, I don't care how he getting it. Maybe his day job give him 50, he get 20 off the hustle. Whatever. If he catching 70, right? After taxes, he bring in whatever, his little 50, whatever after taxes, whatever the case may be. If he know how to do the numbers, cool. He bring in 50 and some change, whatever, right? He get his bread. He good with his bread. He alone. He ain't got no kids. He ain't got nothing going on. And he good with his money management. So he lives straight. That's the definition of doing all right for yourself. You know how somebody say, I do all right for myself. That's what I think when somebody tell me that. When somebody tell me I do all right for myself, I think based on their situation and what they have in front of them as an adult, they're doing okay. They ain't hurting too bad. They not starving. They got some food in the refrigerator. Ain't no dishes in the sink. They doing all right for themselves. That's what I think about, right? So if you getting your 70, and then you meet a woman that you like very much, and she like you very much. Matter of fact, y'all fall in love, but she make 200 done. In my brain, y'all get together, y'all straight. That's how my brain works. Y'all get together. If you was straight doing what you was doing with what you was getting, and she doing good with what she doing and what she getting, if y'all get together, everything should be good. And where does it become a problem? It's propaganda. All alleged for content creation purposes and entertainment, everything I'm saying on all my streams. But it's propaganda. Is it not, chat? Is it not propaganda, chat? Is propaganda not pushing women to believe I pay for my own hair, my own nails, my own everything by myself? It's in my budget. I do just fine with it. I've been doing this long before I met you. But once I meet you and we get serious, some of this shit start becoming your responsibility. Why? Help me, chat. Help me. Why? You straight, right? But I know the answer to it. They don't want me to say it. They don't want me to say it. Shout out to Preacher Queese. I know how to say it. They don't want me to say it. The answer is because a lot of these women ain't straight like they saying they straight.
Classic.
We got the numbers. I ain't going to pull them up because it's Queen Code Tuesday. So I'm not going to pull them up. I told y'all I'm not here to punch down. But we know the numbers. And the truth is, the reason why they want these men to be so supplemental when it comes to their expenses is because they not straight like they saying they straight.
Classic.
That's the truth. And if I'm coming to the chat, I know y'all there. Go ahead, go crazy, dump in the chat. I'm coming to everything. But if they was so straight like they said they was straight, then they wouldn't be asking for you to supplement so much. If you already comfortable, why would you even lean that expectation on to somebody? You supposed to meet a man, get with a man, and be trying to figure out ways to how you can help him double what he get. Y'all don't hear me.
Classic.
Y'all don't hear me. If you told the truth, if you told the truth and came in the door like, yeah, my bread could be better. Like, I'm doing what I'm doing, I'm making it, I'm doing all right, but my bread could be better. And if he told the truth, let's just say here, regular, we talking about ordinary people, regular people, right? Let's say he doing okay. He could be doing better, but he cool. You doing okay. You could be better, but you cool. And y'all love each other. Put y'all heads together and figure out how to make it a square deal thing. What is the problem?
Classic.
Somebody got to help me understand in a real way. In a real way. Oh, y'all going crazy in the chat. I said dump in the chat. Y'all went crazy. Hold on, chat. I gotta get right. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out the last thing Okay. Yeah, Uncle Plug said, hell yeah, lifetime insurance. Souls of Thought said, yeah, that's what I mean. Yep. He said, Souls, I just see smiling like crazy. Benefits. Cortez Brand said, this is the clone ad, right? What you mean? Uncle Plug said super straight with 270K. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That collaboration piece, when it come out our pocket, it's all well and good. When it got to come from their side, you less of a man. You see how that's manipulation? That's gaslighting.
Classic.
Chat. That's gaslighting, chat. I can't make it up. Soft Rain said, when the man's ego gets stepped on, when he makes one mistake and she calls him broke, etc. Oh, and you know it's coming. That's a woman that said that, y'all. Make sure y'all go check out the first installment on Conversation with Soft Rain page. She finally dropped that first piece of content. It was
classic.
Neat. The plight of the single mother. Dope conversation. Cortez Branch said, lying about finances. Yeah, I mean, we got the numbers. We got the government numbers. We know what y'all make. Soft Rain said, I'm not asking for anything. You know what? You be so perfect in the chat. Don't you be perfect,
classic.
Chat? You gotta watch her close. Uncle Plug TV said, most I've met had bad money management and poor planning, and before they made it to that level, built bad credit / debt, no savings and structure, and that's what sensible partner provides. Damn, Plug, you spelled that out. Uncle Plug said 50-50 out of 100. Yeah, I mean, these are all the relationships I grew up around, and I grew up around a ton of successful, what y'all call successful marriage, till death do you part marriages. And, in my family, I grew up around a ton of that shit. And, that was the demonstration. I had a grandpa that was really getting to it. You know what I'm saying? My grandma wasn't too much keeping no job. But for the most part, everybody was working. Everything was going in the pot, and everybody was doing straight. Food, clothes, and shelter was provided. This whole concept of like women wasn't working back in the day. I'm like, when was that? What day was that? What day was that? What day was it? Soft Rain said, thank you. Oh, for sure. Uncle Plug laughing. You a fool, Plug. I know what you laughing for, man. Come on, man. But I think we got what we need from this one, man. We ain't gonna stay on the reaction video too long. It's a lot of film over there on Anton Daniels' channel. They drop a lot of content. Make sure y'all tap in with Anton Daniels After Hours crew and look at the rest of that video. She's too expensive. For sure. Shout out to the chat 333. Got a lot to say about this one. Uncle Plug said, every woman I know working. That's what I'm saying. Like, what day was that?
Classic.
All right, y'all. Question of the day. I see the chat active. Let's get right to it. Where should tending to his woman's emotions fall on a man's list of priorities? Yeah, chat. Let's go. And I want the women to chime in too. Where y'all want y'all emotional attention from y'all man to fall on his list of priorities? That's your man, right, ladies? I want y'all to chime in on this one too. But fellas, what y'all think? Y'all ladies ain't watching. Y'all go ahead and tell the truth.
Classic.
Tell the truth, shame the devil.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Yep. Let's go ahead and start some shit. Where should tending to his woman's emotions fall on a man's list of priorities? I'm not saying a word till I see what the chat talking about on this one. I need to have some understanding on where we coming from. We got a lot of different type of minds going on. We got the classic codes playing at Uncle Plug Barber Shop. I know they probably finna have a little conversation. Where do it fall? Are you nonchalant with it? She get emotional. You like, man, her ass is just tripping again. You just out the way with it. What you doing? You baby, what's wrong? Baby, what's wrong? Which type of man are y'all? You the foresight guy? You the one that see her tweaking before she tweaking, and you already addressed it? The overly considerate? Yeah, let's talk about it. Uncle Plug said it's in there somewhere. No, dog. Where's hey, here we go. There go my crash out. Yeah.
Natural born crash dummy. And he go crash out.
Yeah, I knew it was coming. Uncle Plug said it's in there somewhere. Not these niggas, they lame as hell. Souls of Thought said, last, everything else is handled. Souls, is last on the list of priority, Souls. If you gotta pee, you go pee before you check on her. Souls, he a crash out, chat. He is a crash out. My dog said last. Everything else come first. Please don't get in the chat on that. Get it out your system now, because in about 4-5 hours, we got nothing but ladies up here talking. Don't do it, dog. Don't do it. Cortez said, I'm not sure I even understand the question. What you mean? It's Uncle Plug. Dog, your list of priorities, bro. Your list of priorities. Where should tending to your woman's emotions fall on your list of priorities, Cortez? He said, and he dead serious. Yeah, he don't get it.
Classic.
Hey, he said, tending to their emotions. What's that? Hey, y'all sick, folks. Y'all sick. Souls of Thought said yes, because we are not built to handle others' emotions. Oh, the ladies done went dead silent. The ladies have gone silent. I might have to do a reaction to this part of the live on the Queen Coast tonight. Uncle Plug says Soul's dead serious. Yeah, I know he dead serious. He said we not built to so where do they go with their emotions then, Souls? Cortez, because Cortez don't even understand the question. And Soul said it should be dead last. We not equipped for that. So where should women go with their emotions? Because it sounds like negligence to the women. If the women were talking, which they've gone silent, but to them it seems like negligence.
Classic.
Because if you love her, why wouldn't you be considerate of her feelings? If you love her, you know what I'm saying? That's negligence. I mean, who wants to be with somebody like that?
Classic.
Hey, Souls of Thought said that's for a specialist to handle emotions. Also, how do you tend to something that can't grow or die? Fuck me up, chat. Fuck me up, chat. Hey, fuck me up, chat. How do you tend to something? Hold on, this a riddle? Hold on. He said, hold on. He said, how do you tend to something that can't grow or die? You manage it. You manage it. I got it, chat. You manage it. That's how you tend to it. You manage it. If you think about energy can't necessarily grow or die, right? Cannot be created nor destroyed. But you manage your energy. You feel different energies, different frequencies, different vibrations. You move the energy through different practices and things like that. So that's how you tend to something that can't grow or die. You manage it. You almost got me. You almost got me, but you know me.
I know you see me trying to crack the code.
You know me. You know me. Almost, though. You was close. Uncle Plug said to the Lord. That's who they should talk to, Plug. God is their therapist. G-O-D. G-O-D. He said, most women just want you to listen and hear them out. See, that's my problem. Yep, that's my red flag right there.
Natural born crash dummy.
That's my red flag right there. Don't talk to me if you ain't trying to fix it. I'm not the hear you out man. I am not the just listen just for the sake of listening person. Call who your best friend? Call Khadijah with that. Call Lorena with that. Don't call. Yeah, I'm not the just hear you out. If you're not trying to fix it, you got the wrong person. We about to frustrate each other. Oh yeah, this gonna get worse before it get better.
I'm only gonna do this once.
It's gonna get worse before it get better. Please do not tell me you just only want me to listen only. We not discussing no solutions right now. No, it's a better person inside of your web of your nucleus, your network. It's a better person to tap in with than me. If you just only want to talk. Uncle Plug said most women just want you to listen and hear them out. And then he laughing. He said Souls is off the chain. Yeah, he already crashed. He accelerated into the wall. He crashed out. Souls the Thought said, yes, manage it. Yep. He said, tell me when I lied. I haven't given my opinions on your takes, brother. I have myself centered today because I have to host a panel of women. I'm centered today. I ain't taking the bait, dog. Get it out your system, though, because in the comments tonight, you're going to have to play nice, okay?
Classic.
We not doing that. We letting them talk. Uncle Plug said, that is the most difficult thing to do for me. Yeah. I can't just listen without discussing no solution. I'm not just trying to let you just, no. Don't just vent to me. Shit, so what you gonna do? Man, I'm just trying to get it off my chest. No. Nope. You can shut up. Uncle Plug said, I'm not your girlfriend, shawty. You hear me? You hear me, dog? I ain't your old lady, dog. We either talking about fiction or we ain't talking about it on God.
Classic.
Hey, y'all cooking today. He said, I'm a solution-based individual, as men are. On God. Yup. But question of the day, man. So I think we got a consensus from the chat. Let me give my response to this. So he said, just ask them this. Are you done? Nah. See, you and that. But see, he a snowboarder. He could do that at his house. Hey, Unc. He a snowboarder. He could do that at his house.
Classic.
You can get away with that with Rebecca. You can get away with that with Bethany. Oh God.
Yeah.
You can try to He said, just say, are you done? Shit. You might as well pour some gasoline on the floor. Hey, Uncle Plug said, hell yeah. No, we not. No, not with no sister. Something with this here? You ask her, is she done? What tone you using with that? What tone of voice you saying that in? What tone? Boy, you crazy as hell. Shit. Yeah. Didn't I tell you, Souls? I told you already. That shit over with. Men are no longer the head of the household. Not the black household. That shit over with. I be forgetting. He said April proves your theory wrong. April is it's a sophisticated situation. April, she has the complexion for the selection, but she grew up around nothing but us. And so now she got the habits, the ways, the thought process, and that she's what's the word? Shit, I don't want to say integrated, but acclimated, appropriated, maybe. Uncle Plug TV said, what hue? Hey, April likes Hershey. No, we know. We know, don't
Classic.
We know. She done told us, man. She done told us, hey, she listen. April said she like them chocolate, didn't she? He said a woman adjusts to a real man. I feel like you trying to, Hey, you trying to trigger me? Talking about a woman adjust to a real man. What that mean? Adjust how? Was she not already a woman when she ran into him? Uncle Plug, you agreeing? What that mean? Maybe I took it wrong. I like my women to be women right out the wrapper, right out the package. Why you gotta adjust to me? Be a woman right out the package. He says she does. Adjust in what ways? Let me know something. Let me know something. Let me get my take on this question of the day. Where should tending to the woman's emotions fall on a man's list of priorities? I'll say this, not very high. If you're a highly productive man, I know women, it'll be hard for them to listen to that and shit like that. But if you're a highly productive man, or if you're a highly ambitious man, which is equivalent to, in most cases, to being a highly productive man, and you really trying to put some things in place to create a situation for yourself and your family that's going to be conducive to everybody's benefit, worrying about whether she's sad or happy or in between or blah or whatever the fuck that day ain't beneficial to the mission at all. Like, you should be on your mission. So yeah, she definitely gonna have to call her bestie or her Haney or whoever she got to call, or get a therapist or something like that in most instances, because a highly ambitious, goal-oriented man who trying to put it together and make sure it stay together and then double it up and then triple it. If you on that type of time, you really it doesn't behoove you to be checking on your girl's feelings all fucking day. That's not going. If that shit in your top 3, you getting stepped on by a real dog. You run into a man, you getting stepped on God. Cortez said, ha ha ha, he laughing. Soul said he monologued to say last. What you mean? Cortez said, how are you supposed to tend to her emotions when you don't even have time for your own? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, we got a mission. As men, we got to be on a mission. We can't be, listen, how you feel and all that shit. Hey, listen, this the thing about it. You stop everything to check on her because she's feeling she gonna feel different in 15 minutes. Female emotions change like the weather in Chicago. Come on, man. She gonna feel, just give her some time. She gonna feel different in 15 minutes. So Soft Rain says, Souls, I thought you said she should come ready. He did. Get on his ass, April. He did. He said she should come ready. Now he's saying they adjust. He double talking. Got him. Get on his ass, April. Don't let the moment slip.
Classic.
We got one in the chat. It's on now. Uncle Plug TV. She'll adjust to the mission when she understands the assignment. Okay. That make it make more sense for me. I can get with that. I was just trying to see what type of adjustments y'all talking about. Because she's supposed to come in, to become a wife, you got to be a wife already, right? So as a thought said, you said last. I said last what? He monologued to say last. I'm not sure. I've been talking too fast. You lost me, gang.
Classic.
But yeah, man. April got you though, Souls. You definitely said that women need to be wives already to become wives, and now you saying they adjust to real men. So that could be some conflation, or that could be some contradiction. I'll let y'all have that out in the comments. But either way, that's it for the question of the day. If you catching this on the rewatch, let me know, where should tending to a woman's emotions fall on a man's list of priorities? Y'all let me know on the rewatch what y'all think in the comments. And that's it for the question of the day. Yeah. Soul said that has nothing to do with wife, but she can have it. Y'all, hey, listen, y'all toxic. Straight
Classic.
Up. All right, we're moving into the TikTok reaction. We finna listen to Gilly the Kid pop a little English about a few things, and then I want to drive home a message for y'all. Let's get it.
Get away from you. The niggas you got to get away from you is the niggas, I don't know if that's going to work. Well, bitch, we never tried it, so neither do I. Let's give it a shot.
Mm-hmm.
You get them niggas away from you fast. All them niggas that take deep breaths every time you come up with an idea. You know what, bitch? Take your deep breaths outside. You need some air, nigga. You need this little stuffy in here. Take your deep breaths outside. The niggas you gotta get away from you is the niggas, I don't know if that's gonna work. Well, bitch, we never tried it, so neither do I. Let's give it a shot.
Mm-hmm.
You get them niggas away from you fast. All them niggas that take deep breaths every time you come up with an idea. You know what, bitch? Take your deep breaths outside. You need some air, nigga.
Yeah, so I labeled this segment "Build a Winning Team or Go Alone." Uncle Plug said that was a good one, classic. Appreciate it. I'm gonna ask it again to the women's panel tonight. I want to see what they say. I'm gonna ask that same question among others this evening on the Queen's Code panel. Make sure y'all tap in to the Queen Code panel this evening. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. 7:15. 7:15 Central Time, whatever time zone you in, do the conversion. But yeah, what Gilly said was very important. He said, you know, the people that take a deep breath every time you got an idea or the first thought that they have is a negative one, to get those people away from you. Everyone isn't super ambitious. Some people's line where they reach contentment, the bar is very low. And so they've achieved all that they're essentially trying to achieve very early in their careers in life. Some people just want to be the supervisor at Best Buy and they chilling. Some people never move out their parents' house. You know how many people inherit their parents' houses? They stay there till their parents pass and then they just take over the crib. I've seen it done in my family. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I'm just simply pointing out everybody doesn't have the same level of desires. And everybody don't have the same glow. Everybody wasn't made to be a superstar. Some people was made to be a high level support system. And that could be a man too. Some that's why the term right hand man. Some people, some of the best superstars, LeBron, for example, with his team, he got Rich Paul. Ain't that his boy from way back in the day? You know what I mean? Like, you got to understand, like, some people know their role. Hey, listen, this is the star. How can I assist the star and ultimately, from a business perspective, eat as well? You know, eat with them, not eat off of them, but eat with them. When they eat, I also get food. You understand what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that know how to play their roles, and I think those people benefit themselves the most. You got some people that's role players and spend their whole life trying to be a star, and then they feel like failures because they never stepped in to what they were going to be a star at. You could be a star in a role. You could be a star in a role. So, you know, when you got people around you that's, you know, negative minded, or, you know, the first thing they think about is fallout, you know, not how can we do it? But even when you bring up the fallout, it's the way you bring up the fallout, right? When I think about a new idea, I also think about where it could go wrong, so that I could think about ways around it, not so that I can use it as an excuse not to press go. Y'all hear me though?
Classic.
So that's why I titled this "Build a Winning Team," right? You get some like-minded folks with you, tap in with them, and then push forward like that until y'all get to whatever the mountaintop is that y'all set. Or it's a situation where just be a lone wolf, be a one-man army, and just get active. Like my slogan is on the Classic Codes, even though I got the best chat on all streaming platforms, I didn't know it was going to end up being like that. Shout out to Chat 333.
Classic.
I didn't know it was going to end up being like that. You see what I'm saying? I came on this mod every day ready to go one on nobody. Straight like that. As a performer, when I perform my music, I don't have no hype, man. It's just me. Me, the DJ play the records, and my security. Because people like to run on stages and shit. I promise you won't get you. Talking about he played defensive. My security used to play defensive end. It ain't nothing. You are not. Listen. Okay. But anyway, that's off the point. But listen. Build a winning team or go alone. But failure is not an option. The only way you fail is if you hold on to the dead weight. If you allow the anchors to be anchors. You know, you got to lift the anchors up. You got to lift the anchors up. If you're trying to get some motion, the anchor's still in the ground. You got to pull them up. So Gilly ain't said nothing wrong. I'm just, I just thought that was interesting when I saw that. And I actually seen this clip a while ago, but I just wanted to bring it to the forefront today and pop a little shit about this. The chat talking though. Uncle Plug said, me, Souls, and Classic tries whatever. If it fails, fuck it. Do something else. Keep that shit moving, fam. Facts. Learn from whatever you went through and get right back active. Soft Rain says, sometimes you can't share all your ideas with everyone. Not everyone gonna root for you, and they'll always be waiting on your downfall. Facts. That's a fact too. Uncle Plug said that's why you choose wisely and act accordingly.
Classic.
Come on. Choose wisely and act accordingly. That's facts. But yeah, it's imperative, man. I think a lot of people, the line between like you just having some talent and then actually crossing over into realizing the success that your talent breed, the potential success that your talent breeds for you, crossing over into realizing it, that becomes about intangible sometimes, right? Did I keep this person around too long? Did I decline to take a risk over here that I probably should have took? Did I, not go for that audition because of this, that, or the third? Or did I, you know what I mean? It starts becoming about the little things along the way. And those things could be separators. And sometimes it is keeping dead weight around or the wrong type of energy around. Like I'll give y'all an example before I move on to the code language conversation. But I'll give y'all an example. Like before I hurt my knee, I was training to fight. I'm still finna get back to training to fight. When I get ready to fight, I told my parents, like, I'm not telling y'all when I fight. I'm going to just go win and then let y'all know afterwards. Right? That's what I told my folks. And my mama was like, well, why wouldn't you tell us or whatever? And I was like, because you going to be there worried for me. If I'm not worried, why you worried? I don't want no worried energy in the building on my behalf because I'm not worried. You see what I'm saying? And that's my own folks. You see what I'm saying? But that's no harm to them, no disrespect to them, or no knock to them, or nothing like that. My pops, he probably be like, my pops used to tell me, my pops, that's different. My pops used to tell me, but my mom and dad still together, by the way. They're just two different people. My pops, before every football game, when I played football, before every game, he'd hit me on the shoulder pads and tell me, kill them all, let the paramedics sort them out. So Pops ain't gonna be worried for me. He ain't gonna be worried for me. He gonna worry about the other guy. But mom's gonna be moms. You know what I'm saying? Everything I'm saying alleged for content creation purposes. Got it. But yeah, man. Mom's gonna be moms. But yeah, man. So you just gotta build a winning team or go alone. Those are your options. And sometimes it could be situational. Sometimes it could be long term. All right, for this particular thing, I think I'm gonna go ahead and pull up by myself. Or I think I'm gonna go ahead and execute this by myself. Okay, for this over here though, I think it makes a lot of sense to collaborate in this way and woo. You see what I'm saying? So that's what it's really about. Uncle Plug said putting that energy in the atmosphere. Yeah. You don't want, if you not, you know what I'm saying? If you not worried, you don't want nobody worried for you. Don't worry on my behalf. You feel me? Don't even, you gonna manifest some negativity. You know what I mean? I might have supposed to go get into this scuffle, in and out, and win, coming out looking like I'm ready to go to the club. But because you up in there worried, you in there meditating with some beads. I'm not talking about my mama. I'm just laughing. I'm just podcasting now. But you in there worried, you got your meditation beads, you in there worried saying prayers and shit. Now I get hit with a clean shot. You done worried up some bullshit. Don't worry for me. I'm cool. Uncle Plug said, Pop's a real one. Oh, yeah. No, my dad a real gangster. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna say too much on Al Gore's internet. My dad a real gangster.
Classic.
Shout out to Pops. Yeah, that's why I'm militant like this now. He just hit me the other day talking about, man, we got to go back to the range, man. I got something new. I want to put some rounds through it. You understand? No problemo. Yeah. That my dog right there. Yeah. But yeah, man, build a winning team or go alone. Let's play that one more time from Gilly. Gilly. I don't even know if he still go by Gilly the Kid. It's just Gilly these days. But yeah, one more time from Gilly, man. It's a great message.
No, the niggas you got to get away from you is the niggas, I don't know if that's going to work. Well, bitch, we never tried it, so neither do I. Let's give it a shot. You get them niggas away from you fast. All them niggas that take deep breaths every time you come up with an idea. You know what, bitch? Take your deep breaths outside. You need some air, nigga. You need this little stuffy in here. Take your deep breaths outside.
Facts though. Shout out to TikTok too for that footage. All right, y'all. We moving into the code language conversation. We're gonna enjoy this one, chat. Double talk. Like we always do with the code language conversation, we always start off with the definition or the overview of the term, and then we go from there. Chat already going crazy. He said, "Phone now, what you know about that, What you know about that? Yeah, phone now, yeah. What you know about that, boy? Don't tell me you've been through my city." Yes, sir. But double talk, definition or overview is language that appears to be earnest and meaningful, but in fact is mixture of sense and nonsense. Definition 2, inflated, involved, and often deliberately ambiguous language. Double talk, intransitive verb. So I'll read the definition again of double talk. Language that appears to be earnest and meaningful, but in fact is a mixture of sense and nonsense. 2, inflated, involved, and often deliberately ambiguous language. So that's the definition of double talk. He said, "Pop's a real one." Yeah. All that. So that's the definition of double talk. But the reason why we want to cover this one is because being in this space, you see a lot of it, a lot of double talking. Oftentimes when you actually, do reaction, when I do reaction videos, when I watch other people's reaction videos, do reactions to reaction videos, oftentimes people who do really good reaction content, which I feel like I do, Souls of Thought does, Uncle Plug does, Riva does an amazing job. She my favorite content creator. These people who do reaction videos, you actually become really, really good at listening. You become if you were already good at listening, you become better because you end up putting in hours and hours of listening to take in and then respond in real time as well. So you end up being able to do it a little faster. Double talking is one of the things that I notice the most often when just listening. Sometimes when somebody's trying to drive home what could be perceivably an invalid point or a moot point, if you let them talk long enough without interruption, they end up saying something on both sides of their own argument. And that's what I call double talking. When you say a little bit of what you're trying to say, and you say a little bit of the stuff that would counter what you're trying to say. And so you end up somewhere in the middle for real, but you really over here. You say a little bit of what you're trying to say. You say a little bit that counters what you're trying to say. So you end up somewhere in the middle, but you really over here for real. That's the double talking. We've covered it. A lot of the, if y'all look at my playlist for Let Them Crash Out, a lot of the crash outs are notorious double talkers. They double talk left and right. I was listening to some Sarah Fontenot today. One of the best, most profitable double talkers in all of social media. Shout out to Sarah. Uncle Plug said River TV. Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah. But Sarah, she's one of the most profitable double talkers there is on all of the internet. She does a great job of double talking, eloquent with her double talk. But I heard her say something like, it's not about a man's money, but I can't date a man that makes less than me. But it's not about the money. It's about the lifestyle, the ambition, the something else, this, that, and the third. And it's just like, at the end of all of what you're saying, it's about the money. See, you double talking. When you contradict yourself in the first two sentences and then talk and tap dance around the contradiction that we already acknowledged, that's double talking, right? Because by definition, it is a language that appears to be earnest and meaningful, but in fact is a mixture of sense and nonsense. So sometimes we gotta get back to calling spades spades. You know, they say everybody contradicts themselves at some point. Well, I think there's a thin line between becoming a hypocrite or contradicting yourself and just changing your mind, right? If you ask me how I felt about something 5 years ago, and then you ask me today, I may have changed my mind. That doesn't make me a hypocrite. I might have learned some things, grown and evolved in some ways, and my perspective is more evolved. And so I have a different answer for you today. That doesn't make me a hypocrite. But I think hypocrites, it has to be something closer to like real time. You just said this, now you saying that, you tweaking. But double talking is hypocrisy is like double talking's big cousin. You know, it's like double talking's big cousin. And I think that this actually wasn't supposed to be the code language today, but I decided not to use this for the code language for the Queen codes because I don't know what they're gonna say. And if they end up double talking and then we do this as the code language, it could get sticky, chat. It could get sticky. So I was like, I'm gonna cover this afternoon and we gonna let the ladies breathe. All right. You know what I'm saying? We want them to come back. We want them to come back. But yeah, man, that's the code language for today on double talking. Let me know, chat. Y'all experience any examples of double talking recently that just threw you for a loop? Like, wait, but I just heard you. Do you know that I'm listening? Never mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, talk to me, chat. But yeah, that's the code language for today on double talking, man. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Classic.
But yeah, man, it's the 2:30 mark. I got to get ready for the Queen Codes, panel this evening. But before I do, I definitely had time for some chat Q&A. Souls of Thought said, plead the fifth. Oh, that's messy, gang. I know what that is. I do got time for chat Q&A. Y'all toxic. Yeah, man. If y'all got any questions, any topics, anything, sports, anything, it don't matter what it is, anything y'all want to bring to the table or talk about, drop it in the chat Q&A. And I'm about to drop the link if you want to come up and holler at me about whatever. Man, let's get it.
Fighting out of the southpaw stance, standing at 6'2", 190 pounds. I give you, boy, I'm made different. I work too hard. Ain't no way I ain't getting paid different. This from the dirt, this from the mud. You ain't slave with me. This was strictly for my homies that was brave with me.
Talk to me, chat. What we doing? Let's get it. Let's get it.
And if they start to stand on 9, that's where it ends with me. It can end quickly. And the way I level up, I make them spin differently. I should start a foundation. They be make a wish in me. I got these hoes in the fringe. They can't seem to get to me. Babe, I done master discipline. It take more than booty cheeks. Need a little more conversation, cause I still be trying to see. I be listening with my eyes. Yeah, I still be trying to see. I be moving like the
What up, chat? What we doing? Talk to me. Chat Q&A. Let's go.
Want the fruits of your labor, gotta climb the tree. Yeah, I'm out here planting seeds, cause I got a lot to leave. I be putting in long miles, I ain't gotta stop to breathe. I be putting in long hours, I ain't gotta stop to sleep. Yeah, I put in that time, put in work, I'm a different breed. My work ethic marine, mama mentality, shout out the beam. Coach like sweat, civic society.
What we doing, chat? What we doing?
Bad work, 5 punch combinations, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3. I'm made different. I work too hard. Ain't no way I ain't getting paid different. This from the dirt, this from the mud. You ain't slave.
You ain't slave with me. What up? What we doing, chat? We got anything for chat Q&A? I seen Cortez raise his hand. What up? You coming up? You clicking the link? You got a question? Anything for chat Q&A? I'm gonna give y'all 2 minutes. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Souls of Thought says, has someone performed a small act of kindness for you that impacted you long term? Has someone performed a small act of kindness for you that impacted you long term? I'm trying to think. Small act of kindness that impacted me long term. I don't know. Yeah. Yup. Okay, I got one. Shout out to my homie Rogiers, Black Blocko. Shout out to Rogiers. He had booked me to come perform at an event he was hosting at this establishment. He booked me for an event that he was hosting at this establishment. And for whatever reason, the ticket sales didn't do that well for the event or whatever the case may be, but I took it serious. I sold a grip of tickets. And so I think there was this one artist that was supposed to headline the event. But when people started filing in at the door, everybody was there for me. Well, not every single person, but you get what I'm saying. Like a majority, it was a very small turnout, but 85% of the turnout was my people. And I was supposed to be like right before whoever was supposed to be headlining. And long story short, he made an adjustment to the order and made me the headliner because of how the attendance was. Now, that's not the small thing he did that affected me long term. I performed that night, cool. I asked him, I said, hey man, at this point, I had only been doing showcases and bookings. I said, hey man, that venue that we was at, it was nice. Joe Jet, what up? 333, what's going on? Chat filing in, what's going on?
Classic.
Damn. My bad, y'all. That was loud as shit. But yeah, so I asked him, I said, hey man, the venue that you had that show at, you know, how did you book it? And he was like, oh, you know, some people gatekeep information. I said, how did you book it? And he didn't hesitate. He was like, oh, this who you need to talk to, this how much it costs, this how you get it, this what they provide to you, this woo woo woo. If they offer you anything different, let me know. Woo woo woo. He gave me the information, gave me the contact, said, tell him I sent you. That contact was the contact that I needed to start doing my headline and my own events independently, consistently. And I ended up using that same, I could still tap in with that same, literally. I could still tap, if I wanted to have a concert right now or set something up for later this year, or whatever the case may be, out my way, I could still tap in with that same plug to this very day and do shows in that venue. And they don't even allow hip hop in that establishment no more, but I'm grandfathered in. That's just a fact. And so that one email address and name that he gave me made me tens of thousands of dollars over the span of about a decade.
Classic.
Maybe more money-wise, but this YouTube, everything's alleged and for entertainment and content creation purposes. Don't count my
classic.
But yeah, so that's one thing I could say answering the chat Q&A. Has someone performed a small act of kindness for you that impacted you long term? Yeah, him giving me that email address definitely impacted me long term. I start trapping out that venue so hard doing my shows that I was able to fire my boss and quit my corporate job. That's just actually a part of my journey. That's a fact.
Classic.
But yeah, he could have gatekept the information. He could have gatekept the information. He could have he could have told me like, oh, he could have told me the process to book it was more cumbersome than it was. He could have did any of that. But instead, you know what I'm saying? He was an open book, and he, you know, offered up the resources. And I just took that shit and took the baton and ran that last 100 meters like fucking Noah Lyles. You know what I'm saying? Facts. What we talking about? Devin Haney will be on a stretcher November 22nd. Oh man, put your money where your mouth is. Don't bet me, bet the sports books. I want Vegas to get your money. You said Devin Haney will be on a stretcher. Where you tapping in from? YouTube? Where you at? Classic Code Sports? We appreciate you tapping in. I disagree with you though. I strongly disagree with you. The link in the chat, man, tap in. Let's talk about it real quick. You said Devin Haney will be on a stretcher November 22nd. Let's talk about it. There go the link right there. See, I don't want to talk to no bots. This might be a bot chat. Y'all know y'all be, but this person got a profile picture, so I need some understanding. The Z Thomas. Let's talk about it. I'm gonna give you 5 minutes. Either that or you can respond to me in the chat. I ain't gonna force your hand. You don't gotta show your face. You can come up and just talk to me audibly. Turn your camera off. Let's get active. He a chat warrior. Devin is a track star. He can't punch. Norman Jr., Brody, and you know it. Talk to me in boxing terms. To knock Devin out, Brian Norman Jr. gonna land what? What he gonna land? He gonna land a hook. He gonna land an uppercut. You gotta talk boxing with me. I'm into this shit for real. You gotta talk boxing with me. What he gonna land? What's the punch he gonna land? And how is he gonna set it up? Don't just tell me somebody punch hard so they're gonna win by knockout. It's a lot of people who punch hard that's still swinging that air right now. And you said Devin is a track star. Tell me 3 fights where Devin ran. Right now. Let's talk. Don't just troll me now. I'm gonna push the envelope. Let's get it, chat. He got the right one.
Classic.
You coming with the Devin Haney slander? Prove it to me. I'm from the show me state. Show me 7. I'll show you 8. I'm not from the show me state, but still, it made sense right there. Talk to me. Show me 3. Tell me 3 fights where Devin ran. Give me 3. Give me 3 fights where Devin ran. And how does Brian Norman Jr. land whatever punch you think he gonna land? Is it gonna be a hook? Is it gonna be an uppercut? What is it gonna be? Is it gonna be a straight right hand? Norman landing that same punch that he gave Sushi in Japan. His performance against Ramirez was disgusting, and Ramirez ain't even cut like that, bro. Ramirez is better than Gian Suzuki, right? You talking about Jose Ramirez, the former champion? Jose Ramirez is a former champion. Devin Haney just beat him 12 rounds to none. Whether you were impressed or not, Devin Haney beat him 12 rounds to none against a former champion. Brian Norman Jr. just fought Gian Suzuki. We don't even know who that is. And he's not a former nothing. And you think Brian Norman Jr. going to land the same punch on Devin Haney that he landed on Gian Suzuki? Why? Gian Suzuki fought like this the whole fight. He didn't shoot a jab at all. He opened up wide as hell for all his hooks. He didn't set up none of his work. He had flat feet. Gian Suzuki was ass. He was ass. Brian Norman Jr. did what he was supposed to do. You don't understand boxing. You don't understand matchmaking. That fight was made for Brian Norman to look good, and he looked good like he was supposed to. He went over there to Japan to get pick up a quick little check. Cortez said Devin is a sound boxer. He doesn't run from anyone, hence the list. Yeah, I'm still waiting on 3 people he ran from. DZ Thomas, I can only be honest and say respect to Devin for taking the fight. He's about to get knocked out, but he needed a strong comeback fight after his last performance. Devin didn't take the fight. Devin made the fight. Devin Haney didn't. Devin doesn't take fights. He makes fights. Who's the A side? Brian Norman Jr. at 147 pounds has the belt. Devin Haney is the A side. This fight is promoted as Devin Haney versus Brian Norman Jr. Let me pull up the fight poster. Hold on. Let me pull up the fight poster. We talking business. We talking boxing. We talking the whole thing. Devin Haney versus Brian Norman Jr. Here go the official fight poster right here. I can't make this shit up. I can't make it up. Hold on. Let me share my screen, man. Because he tweaking. I appreciate you, though. I like this conversation. I like this type of conversation. Challenge me on some sports talk. I'm here for it. There we go. There we go. There we go. That's the fight poster. That's the fight poster. Haney versus Norman. The name that comes first is the A side. Devin Haney didn't take the fight. He made the fight. He doesn't, the A side don't take the fight. They make the fight. Brian Norman Jr. didn't call his phone. He called Brian's phone. And Brian Norman Jr. was the third person on his list. Devin Haney tried to fight T.O. T.O. ducked. He tried to fight Boots. They couldn't agree on weight. And then he switched over to Brian Norman Jr. So, honestly, you're not black, but if you knew anything about loving basketball, you will understand this analogy. You're not even supposed to be here. You just here because Tanya Randall got pregnant and decided not to come. Yeah, that's a loving basketball reference.
Classic.
Brian Norman Jr. wasn't even supposed to be in this fight. We had options that was better than him lined up already. You the third on the list. You wasn't even that high on the hit list that Bill put out. Bill Haney put out a hit list. I already covered that on Classic Code Sports. Y'all go in the archives. Bill Haney put out a hit list. Brian Norman Jr. was on the hit list, and now he finna get hit. No Puffy. No Puffy at all.
Classic.
That's just how it's going. That's how this shit going. It's easy. You still ain't gave me no boxing talk. Tell me how Brian gonna land, what he gonna do to set that shit up, what he gonna land. He not landing no jump in hook on Devin, bro. And give me 3 fights where Devin ran. You not finna get off the square. I'm not answering nothing else for this guy until he tell me 3 fights where Devin Haney ran. I'm not answering nothing else for this guy. Shout out to you, Thomas, but until you answer my question, I'm not answering no more of yours. Facts, mutual respect, mutual respect. When you tell me 3 fights where Devin Haney ran, I'll pull up the footage right now and we can see how much he didn't run. Pull up 3 fights in his whole career where he ran, and then I'll answer all your questions. I'm not answering no more of your questions till you answer mine. Give me 3. 3 fights where he ran. If you want to say he ran against Ramirez while he won 12 rounds to 0, I'll give you that. Give me 2 more. He didn't run from Regis Prograis. Knocked him down. Didn't run from Lomachenko. Walked him down. What's up? Didn't run from Ryan Garcia. Even after getting knocked down 3 times, he got up every time and stepped to Ryan. Didn't run from Ryan Garcia. Give me 3 fights where Devin Haney ran. You just came in my chat and called him a track star. Prove it. Substantiate your argument, sir. Yeah, I've been waiting on somebody to show up. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Natural born crash dummy. And he go crash out. He go crash out.
Come on, Thomas. Cortez said if Norman is around in the 8th, he will be gasping for air and the fight is over. He does have a puncher's chance, but those are never good odds. Cortez, you make nothing but sense. Cortez, you make nothing but sense. We agreed on that. Brian has a puncher's chance. He has a puncher's chance. But Cortez, you tell me, you box, how he gonna set it up? Does Brian Norman Jr. have the feet to keep Devin running? You could box in a circle around somebody. See, that's how I know you could box in a circle around somebody. That's not running. That's moving, but it's not running. How do you have the feet to keep Devin where you want him to sit on those shots? This awesome strong hard power that you punching with, Brian. Do you have the feet to keep Devin where you want him to let them shots go and really sit on your shots? Because you can land, but are you going to land something significant that's going to change the course of the night? Devin Haney ain't no Gian Sasusi. He's not Gian Sasusi. Devin had no choice but to fight Norman Jr. What are you talking about, bro? Devin is not the A side. Devin had no one else to fight. What are you talking about? I just showed you the promotion flyer. He's the A side. The fight is Haney versus Norman. Just like it was Floyd versus Pacquiao. The name that comes first in the promotion is the A side of the promotion. What are you talking about? He's not the A side. Matter of fact, when they fight, the only reason why Brian Norman might walk to the ring second is because he got the belt. Maybe. He still might not walk second. It's a Devin Haney promotion. You think this fight finna sell tickets because of Brian Norman Jr.? Don't nobody know this nigga but me and you.
Classic.
All the casual boxing fans learning about this dude right now. Don't nobody know him but me and you, Thomas. He said Brian Norman Jr. have the belt, bro. He's the A side. No, he's not. No, he's not. Belt holders are not autumn. You don't know shit about boxing.
Classic.
I like you though. But you don't know shit about boxing. You don't know shit about boxing. Thomas said Turkey made Devin fight Norman Jr. Turkey ain't make Devin do shit. Devin Haney is his own boss.
Classic.
Man, this dude gonna make me listen, bro. Tell me 3 people he ran from. Give me 3 people he ran from. You can't answer the question. Tell me 3. You came in my chat. You said Devin Haney is a track star. Tell me 3 people he ran from. Go to BoxRec right now. Ask your chat GPT, goddammit. Go wherever you got to go. Tell me 3 people Devin Haney ran from in the fight. He didn't run from Jojo Diaz. He didn't run from Jorge Linares. He didn't run from Yuri Orkis Gamboa. You don't even know his opponents. Don't come in here popping shit. Yeah, it's like that on this side. We knowledge-based over here, dog.
Classic.
This the big leagues over here, bro. Don't get the viewership fucked up. This the big leagues over here when you talking that boxing shit.
Classic.
You still can't answer my question, dog, because it ain't nobody he ran from, gang. You a Devin Haney hater. You a Devin Haney hater, and I get it. He started his career because you look Hispanic. No disrespect. I love Mexicans. I frequent Mexico. But he did start his career in Mexico beating up on your people. So I understand your plight with the brother. He did beat up a lot of Hispanics.
Classic.
He did. But you got to get over it. You got to let that shit go. Cortez said, Haney wants to fight Norman to get to the others. Facts. He trying to get a belt. He a 2-division champion. Who did Brian Norman get his belt against? Jin Suzuki? Who did he get his belt against? The fuck? Come on, dog. Bro, you know Devin lost to Chinko. No, I don't. I don't know that. Devin actually beat Lomachenko by a unanimous decision. All 3 judges had Devin beating Lomachenko. All 3 judges had Devin Haney beating Lomachenko. It's not like you talking to me about a split decision, a majority decision, a majority draw, a split draw. It was a unanimous decision. Was the fight close? Yes, the fight was close. And the conclusion was unanimous. It was close, yet unanimous. 2 things could be true at once. He didn't lose to Lomachenko. You just talking shit. You a Devin Haney hater, and it's okay. Put your money where your mouth is so Vegas can take that bag from you. Go ahead. Bet on Norman Jr.'s. Do it. His best performance was against Regis. Okay, you giving me your opinion? We appreciate you. We have not seen Devin performance like Regis' performance since. Devin looked amazing in the Lomachenko fight. Devin looked amazing in the Jojo Diaz fight. He looked amazing in the Jorge Linares fight. Like, what are you talking about? Devin only had 1 bad night, and that was against Garcia, and he didn't look terrible in the Garcia fight. Besides getting dropped 3 times, he won most of the rounds, and the scorecards were still close. That's what I'm saying. You talking about your emotions and shit. I'm talking about real life. I don't care how you feel. The Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney fight, go look up the scorecards. The fight was still relatively close, even with the knockdowns, because Devin won damn near every round that he didn't get dropped in. Devin ain't had a bad night. Fuck is you talking about? And I'm not even glazing the man. I'm just telling the truth. Any boxer you ask me about, I'm going to be objective. Tank Davis is awesome, but he don't fight nobody. Tank Davis ain't gave us 1 fight we want to see. We go down his whole resume. It ain't 1 nigga on there that we asked for. Hey, Tank, we want to see you fight him. Nobody on his resume is a we want to see you fight him person. But Tank dope, but he just don't fight nobody. Didn't nobody ask for Lamont Roach? We've been asking for Shakur. Hasn't fought him. We was asking for Devin when Devin was at 135 for 5 fucking years. Didn't fight him. We asked for Lomachenko. Didn't fight him. We asked. He don't fight people that we asked him to fight. But Tank is dope. But I'll be objective about any boxer you ask me about. Devin Haney is one of the most solid boxers in the sport. It's about 4 or 5 solid-ass boxers in the sport. Devin Haney, David Benavidez, solid as hell. Caleb Plant. And when I say solid, I'm talking about they don't duck no wreck with nobody. You can't find nowhere on Al Gore's internet. You can't find nowhere on no streaming platform where somebody called out Devin Haney that was qualified for him to fight, and they didn't get a return response. Devin has zero documented ducking on his jacket. Same with David Benavidez. There's nobody who said, I want Benavidez, and their resume was reasonable for the fight, and Benavidez ain't answer the phone. I'm with all that shit. Same thing with Caleb Plant. Even though Caleb Plant got his losses, he fights everybody. Who want what? Them my type of fighters, win or lose. You on some new school bullshit. I'm cool with my favorite fighter having a couple L's, long as he got in the ring. Y'all are glazed niggas like Tank, but Tank don't fight threats. Oh, Tank this, Tank that, Tank this. Fight somebody who could beat you. Fight somebody who got a chance to win too. And then let's see what you really made of. That's the type of time I'll be on. You just talking shit at this point. Haney's footwork is too sound to set up a kill shot with someone who moves like that. Haney would have to be hurt in some way, tired, not going to happen, or sloppy, also not going to happen. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I think Brian Norman Jr., like I said earlier when we were on the sports part of the podcast, is his best bet is to actually go into this fight with the intentions to win rounds. Brian Norman Jr. can't be thinking like Thomas, like, yeah, I'm going in here to knock him out. He going to be down 8 rounds with fucking 1 round left. He got to go into the fight trying to win the fight on points, and if a knockout come, it come. But to be honest, he just in over his head. Everybody punch hard. I don't know if y'all get it. I participate in boxing. I fight grown men on the weekends. Everybody punch hard. I've never sparred a grown man who didn't punch hard. Some grown men punch harder, but all grown men punch hard. Even the ones that don't know how to throw a proper punch, that shit still hurt. It just don't hurt bad enough for me to stop fighting you back. But everybody punch hard. Every trained boxer punch hard. Y'all be like, oh, Haney doesn't have any power. Stick your chin out and let him have a go at your shit then. Niggas just be saying stupid shit.
Classic.
Haney doesn't have any power. Stick your chin out and tell him, give me your best shot. And your ass will wake up in the ER. Fuck is you talking about? People just be saying shit, man. Come on, dog. Cortez said, I'm guessing he didn't watch Canelo run through a division being the A side and taking their titles to become undisputed. This guy doesn't know shit about boxing, but we need people like him in the chat because it creates great communication, conversation, and rhetoric. Haney ran from Shakur fight. Haney sent Shakur a contract. Shakur declined the contract. That's a fact. Chat GPT that shit. They got Chat GPT 5 out. Haney sent Shakur a contract. Shakur declined the contract. That's not ducking. He ran from Chenko and Regis. Pull up the fight. Devin Haney ran from Lomachenko's. Let's do it. Let's do it, chat. Let's do it, chat. I've been waiting on one of you to show up. I've been waiting my whole life for this shit. Let's do it. He ran from Lomachenko's. He walked him down. The whole fight, step to him. What is you talking about? Haney versus Loma highlights. Let's get active. Let me find some highlights I could use that ain't going to get me copyright flag. Then you be having the Haney haters highlights and shit that only show Lomachenko throwing punches and shit. Hold on. Let me find something real quick, chat, that we could use without getting flagged and shit. Because what is this guy talking about? Haney ran from Lomachenko how? Here we go. Here we go. Fuck he talking about? Ran from Lomachenko win. Let's do it. He ran from Lomachenko how? How? He in the pocket, covering up, throwing back. I don't even know who made these highlights. They might only show Lomachenko throwing punches. There's a lot of Haney haters like Thomas here. Where he running? Where's he running to? Where's he running to? Where's he running to? Talk to me, chat. Where's he running to? He right there. They toe to toe. He's giving ground. He's not running. And that's the end of a round. What round is that? These highlights are ass. Second round, Haney stepping in. Who backing up now? Let's do it. Come on, man. Come on, man. Running how? Running how? Running how? Fuck is you talking about, Thomas? Running how? He in the pocket. He in the pocket. I ain't trying to get my shit flagged. He in the pocket. He in the pocket. You just talking. You just talking. Haney ran from Shakur fight. He ran from Chenko and Regis and Ramirez. Tank is my dog. He a solid fighter for life. You don't like boxing. You don't like boxing. He just hates Haney. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Haney living rent free in his shit. I bet he don't bet against him though. I bet he don't send no. I bet he don't DM the classic codes his betting slip. I bet he don't put no bread against him though. Loma lost by unanimous decision, bro. That's what I said. He just double talk.
Classic.
Yeah. Bill Haney must got you on payroll to think his pillow fist can beat Country Strong B. Norman. Hey, listen, I don't believe in betting humans because when they don't pay me, I'll be forced to do certain things. So I'm not gonna bet you no bread, but I want to see your betting slip. Put your money where your mouth is. You believe in Norman by knockout? Put your bread up. Put your bread up. I want to know you lost your bread. For me, I want to know you lost your bread because you talking so much shit. And I'm surprised you hating on Haney because they both black, so it can't be racism. This shit crazy.
Classic.
Normally when Mexicans be hating on the black fighter, it'd be because they fighting a Mexican fighter. This two niggas fighting and he's still hating. This shit crazy. Nasty work. Despicable work. But yeah, man, that's it for chat Q&A. We gonna call it a day. I can't listen to this rhetoric no longer. It's nonsense. My man ain't gonna bet no money. He just here talking shit. You know what I mean? He just here talking shit. Make sure you subscribe. I would love to talk shit with you again. Maybe we could talk about Canelo and maybe we'll agree on something about Canelo or something. You know, something more you're liking, Thomas. You know, until then, class loves the chat 333. Class loves Mexico. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, no matter where you watching from, whether you on YouTube, whether you on Twitch, or whether you on Rumble. Make sure you tap in with us. We stream it every single day. We don't really take days off, not too often. You know what I mean? And we dropping unlimited content. If you don't do nothing else for me, make sure you stick to the codes. We got another class.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Whether the winters were left in the cold. Harden my heart and now harden the flow.